All right, we have Brandon Sprint here today, and what did you do last weekend?
I won the ARG Circus Series in Pennsylvania.
Okay, and what were you running?
I ran Pure Sky Striker.
Okay, nice. One reason you ran Pure Sky Striker over like Trickstar or Goki?
I didn't practice Goki. Trickster sucks.
Okay. And how did your rounds go in Swiss?
Pretty good for the most part. Round 1 I played against Burning Abyss. That wasn't bad.
Okay.
Played against the Spectre Border deck round 2. Round 3 I played against Colin playing ABC. He smashed me. I got cherried and evenly matched.
Oh, okay.
Round 4 I played a mirror. Won that. Round 5 I played Altergeist. That went into time, but I was able to pull it out.
Okay. Was it like close in time or just?
We had an extension because of ruling, so I got to I basically just did a bunch of damage in one battle phase, and then like wall level Widow Anchors.
Okay.
Then round 6 I played my friend Trevor playing Pendulum, and last round I was going to play my friend Aaron, but he was undefeated. That was X1, so he just gave me the win.
You guys all rode together, right?
Same car, yep.
All right, that sounds good. And it was what, cut the top 8 after that?
Yeah, cut the top 8 because there's only 70 something people. It was smaller.
Okay.
When we cut the top 8, I knew I was playing the night before. I knew I was playing in Sky Striker the night before. I have a lot of experience with mirror match, so I won that game 3. We went to sudden death, and I got to attack him with Hayate. I had a battle phase, so I was able to pull it out. I played Dino in top 4. That's a pretty good matchup, especially because I side Shark Cannon. And I played my friend Aaron in the finals, and I won 3-1.
Oh, so he was running Goki again?
He ran like Goki with Malicious.
Okay. Alright, let's just get straight into the deck now.
Alright, so I played 3 Ray, I played Diablos.
We want to explain the Diablos a little bit, because I know that's not standard in a lot of Sky Striker builds I've seen. People have seen as of late.
So I was sweating Goki a lot because I just matchup felt impossible, and I didn't want to shove like 20 hand traps in my deck. So I decided to build my main deck towards beating the slower decks like Altergeist and Trickstar, and just focus on Goki in the sideboard. So I like this more than Phantom Skyblaster because this card doesn't take up space in the extra deck. That was basically the only reason. I think you have to play something in Sky Striker that gives you like power, because the deck's really consistent. You just want something that attacks your opponent for a game, basically.
All right.
And then if you don't play 3 of this, you're slow. I didn't, and same thing with the hand traps. I didn't like max out on them. I just played 5. I think you have to play 3 Ash, especially because of Trickstar Reincarnation. I played this because this is the hand trap for the format, I think. It's good against Goki. It's good against like Altergeist Protocol. If you're good in the mirror, this is really good because a lot of the worst players, they'll dedicate their whole hand to like a multi-roll to exchange with your board. And this actually ends the game in their end phase because you'll still have a hand and they'll have used it all expecting to get a brand new like a brand new load for multi-roll.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people incorporate Ghost Over into their deck because of Silver Sorcerers becoming illegal as of recently.
That's the other thing too. Like a lot of the people who didn't practice a lot with Goki didn't play around hand traps a lot. So that card punishes. I think that's the hand trap that punishes them the most.
Okay, that's good.
Sky Striker spells are mostly standard, just 3 drones, 3 Widow Anchor, 3 engage. I played 2 with the field spell. Play 2 multi-roll, burner, jammy wave, base. I wouldn't play this again in the future. This is a brick. This is not standard, but I definitely played Eagle Booster in my deck.
Okay.
I expected to play a decent amount of mirrors because of Hayate being new, and this is really good in the mirror because of Widow Anchor. You search this on your end phase with Shizuku, and it just guarantees your next Kagari. It also just guarantees you can this guarantees your next push, is kind of what it gets to. Also, if you play against Goki, if I know my opponent's playing Goki, I like to search this turn 1 and set it with my Link Monster in the zone with 3 spells. If you have a Link Monster and you use this on it, you're guaranteed not getting extra linked. You just get to play next turn. Even if you didn't open the strongest, this card just ensures that you're going to be able to live and not be extra linked on your turn, and they won't be able to TK you either.
One last question: Why only 2 multi-roll? Actually, I'm curious because I see a lot of people starting to go towards 3.
Yeah, a lot of people in the Invitational play 3. Because I'm playing both of these, I just wanted to keep the number of bricks in the deck to a minimum.
Okay.
That's basically it. In the future, I'll probably cut this and play 3rd multi-roll.
All right.
Non-Sky Striker spells. Play this. don't not play this. It's just free spells. This is kind of different. I like this a lot because the field spell is just another card that can get you to engage. It puts more spells in the grave. If you draw multiples, you obviously just hit the terraforming with the field spell. There's no reason not to. I mean, getting to this means you're inevitably gonna see Ray. That's basically it for terraforming. I played Twins in my deck because I thought I built my deck more for the Altergeist Trickstar mirror match, Sky Striker mirror match, and I just didn't want to not have this game one, especially because like it's a really good trap card against those decks. You set it going first, you just blow them out and get to do whatever you want on your turn. I would normally only play this on a combo deck, but my deck is like loses really hard to droll. I mean, 3 terraformings, like you can get drolled on Metal Fizz Fusion. It does happen. You get drolled a lot in this deck. I just didn't want to be caught without this. Worst case scenario, if you draw it and they don't have a hint trap, it's a trap card.
Okay.
Then just 4 1-ofs, Foolish Burial for Diabolos, Rhoda, 4th Ray, Fusion for the goods, and then a deck building requirement.
And you said it's 40, right?
It's 40. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would never play a deck with upstart more than 40. So.
No man. See a lot of people playing 42, 45.
Questionable. Oh, I think something else probably worth mentioning. I did not play Desires.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some people play that as well.
I've seen a lot of people play 3 of it. I didn't play it in my deck because I know there's some hands where you might just not see Ray, drones, or engage, or just a way to play the game. But if you like Desires, unfortunately, if you draw it, it's kind of hard to just not play the card, and it just makes the resource game really hard to manage because you manage odd quantities of things. You never know what you have left. It's hard to. It also makes the mirror match harder to win because they can just grind you out.
Yeah, I was going to say I can imagine mirror could be harder in a long game.
Yeah. Extra deck. 3 blue, 3 red, 2 Hiate. Some people play this at 1. I would always play 2 because so if you just open slow like just Ray, if you hit them directly for the engage, a lot of like this forces out a Widow Anchor. Then if they Widow Anchor this, they won't be able to Widow Anchor this unless they have 2. So it basically just makes so your 1 normal summon can bait out 2 cards, especially in the early game. It also it can steal games. It also just guarantees that it also guarantees you see engage. This is for Draco. Like if you Widow Anchor one of their monsters. It's also for Secret Village.
Okay.
Against Altergeist. This is good with Topologic Bomber Dragon. That's for anti-spell Imperial Order. This should have been that new card from the starter deck, Land for Links. It points down twice. It's completely generic and it doesn't get Widow Anchored.
Okay.
That's strictly better than this. This outs the field spell in the mirror match. It also outs just things that can't be destroyed. This is the best card in the extra deck, I think. That isn't like a Sky Striker. This outs the Nightmare board. Post siding, you can out the extra link and then make this by using Shark Cannon to take their Link 2 engrave. And this outs their Nightmare board, like their Nightmare lock. And this is the best card against Goki. It's basically a floodgate against them. You can also, same thing I mentioned with this with Shark Cannon, after siding, you can take their Summon Sorceress with this from their graveyard, and then make this. Once you out their Trigate Wizard, they basically aren't moving any further in the game, because if they try to Link Summon any further, everything just goes away. Okay. And you just kind of control the game from there. My side was garbage. Always is. I never build a good side.
That's a trend between a lot of players.
I only played Goki in the finals, so I never ever sided this. But if I sided this again in the future, this would probably be Goblin instead of Assault, because Goblin is the best card against this deck because it locks you out of Widow Anchor, and Widow Anchor is how you play offensively. So that'd probably just be Goblin in the future. 3 sphere modes. There's like there's the FTK in the format, but I figured if they play it, then I guess I just have to take a loss to it because this is just better against the regular Goki strategy.
Okay.
Like I said, not applicable. I only played Goki once. It was the finals. These are the cards I sided all weekend. drew a lot, really good. Shark Cannon, evenly matched. I played Dino in top 4. This is really good against Dino. The graveyard decks in general. Theoretically, if I had this against ABC, it could like stop them from making Buster.
Oh yeah, take their Buster.
Also, just like if you get cherried if the opponent side's cherries in the mirror match, which isn't correct, you can play with their Kagari. And then, this card's not fair, especially in a resource deck like this. 2 Mind Crush.
Not 3?
Not 3. I don't side that many cards out when I go first, because if I get to go first, I just get to play my deck.
Okay.
But I like this because it's good against evenly match. It's a chainable trap to Twin Twisters. Also, when you get the knowledge of their hand, you get to play your back row correctly, so you know exactly what you're Widow Anchoring. And I think this when you draw this going first, it's just a huge advantage, kind of like Dust Shoot, sort of. And last card I sided was 2 Unendings. This for Altergeist and Trickstar. Against Trickstar, this denies them all 6 copies of their field spell, so they have to hard draw Cantina. Field spell is really oppressive against this deck, so it just kind of checks that. Whereas also Altergeist stops Rivalry, Secret Village, Protocol, just all the floodgates, and that's like that deck's win condition.
Alright, so since that was the deck, any shout outs, changes you would make to the deck, matchups, like is there anything you struggled with throughout the tournament?
Basically just cross my fingers, hope I don't play Goki the next round, because my game 1 against him is not good. Shout outs to all my friends from Richmond, Casey, Aaron, shout out to Tyree for filming the video. And yeah, that's it. You'll see me at the EDS.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.